What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back in the building today, guys, and we got something in very special. But you see that damn size, bro? Yeah, we had to get a size 15 in order to give you guys an early look. But better than anything, right? You guys already complained, or I wouldn't say complain, but joke on me about having a size 8.5. Well, all right, my got bigger. So now, you know, I went ahead. I'm not wearing 8.5s no more. We're wearing size 15. So let's get straight into it, man. Let's get it. Now, before we get into it, if you guys didn't check it out already, we did just drop a early look of the upcoming Galaxy foams that is on the channel now. Go and check it out ASAP Rocky, because the review should be right around the corner. Definitely one of my highly sought after sneakers of 2024, and also on this channel. Now, that said, check this thing out, bro. Like this is like a goddamn computer box, boy. Put a console in this damn thing. But this is a sneaker that's going on 9 years since its last release, and we are finally seeing it back in full motion. The Jordan 12 Flu Game. The Jordan 12 Flu Game is set to release on March 1st for a retail price point of $200. The last time we saw the Flu Game was back in 2016, and I actually own that specific pair. Air Jordan 12 Black / Varsity Red, size 15. Bam! The Jordan 12 Flu Game. If you guys don't know the story of the Jordan 12 Flu Game, Jordan didn't actually have the flu, hachoo, sneeze, but he did eat some pizza the day before that gave my mans the bubble guts, or a stomach virus of some sorts, and made him extremely weak and very hard for him to perform out there on the court. This was during 1997 Game 5 of the finals against the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. Despite Jordan being visibly weak and ill, he still dropped 38 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals, leading the Bulls to a victory of 90-88 to the Utah Jazz. One of the most iconic moments of that, of course, is when Jordan is collapsed in Scottie Pippen's arms, showing how visibly weak and sweating and ill he was from eating some pretty bad pizza. Jordan, I don't know what, I mean, salutes to people in Utah. I don't know if I would eat a Utah pizza. Later on, though, it was revealed that he had some sort of food poisoning, and there is some conspiracies behind that as well if you want to dive deep into the whole entire Flu Game itself, but we'll maybe say that for another day. But this was a shoe, of course, that Jordan was wearing during that time, a black and red Jordan 12, and it is definitely one of my favorite Jordan 12s just in general when it comes to colorway. Taxis and these. These, though, look very similar to the pair that released back in 2016, which I own a pair. So it is something that I'm going to be kind of debating whether or not to grab that pair. Now, it is a 9-year-old shoe, and we do know what happens to shoes that hit 10 years or older. They tend to break and demolish and fall apart. However, the pair that I do own, they are still in pretty good condition, so I'm not too worried about that, you know, so that's just something I'm gonna keep in mind. These will, though, be releasing in a full family size run, so you, your family, your wife, the kids, whoever, they can get involved, and that is definitely something that I would like to do with the kid, you know, with Baby 2 Wild as well as the wife. I would love to probably dress us all up in these, because this is definitely one of my favorite iconic Jordans to ever release. The quality of the upper is, for the most part, very subtle, tumbled, and nothing out of the ordinary. A very basic Jordan 12, color swapped for the blacks and the red. You have, of course, that reptilian skin featured on the mud guard on the out and the inner, and the Jumpman featured on that side paneling. Slight translucent outsole, black and gray, like a charcoal carbon fiber. Herringbones are black as well. On the inside, you have a black insole with a red Jumpman, and let me just check and see. Got your paper right there, size 15. Extra materials on this bad boy, you feel me? But for the most part, it being a size 15, looks good to go. The tongue is good as well. It's not jagged or kind of uneven or anything. it for the most part looks pretty solid. This one looks lopsided, but if you just twist it a little bit, you are good to go. You got red embroidery on there, red Jumpman embroidery, the 2-3 going down the tongue as well. No whittles, peaks, no upsetting threadings. When it comes to 12s in general, they're pretty much solid. They're pretty much good to go. There's really never issues with quality control on 12s for the most part. And I think this is a solid shoe that everybody will like and enjoy. I think these will do fairly well. I don't see these flatlining. It's a Jordan 12, and specifically the flu game. It's been 9 years, and I honestly am looking pretty good at the outcome of just the demand and hype around sneakers again. I think that this will be a very well performed shoe, and I think it'll do fairly well. One thing I want to note, and I'm not too sure about the previous one, I just have to wait and see. Matter of fact, I just look up a picture, but the actual lace eyelets right there are black and they're plastic. I want to make sure they were plastic or either like an aluminum with a black paint, but they are plastic. And looking at images from 2016, it is the same exact thing on that as well. So it isn't pretty much anything different from the 2016 pair, from the shape or anything of that nature. When we get the actual full-on in-depth review though, we will compare the two. One thing that I am curious about, and I'll just wait and see when we do that full-on in-depth review, is that this pair, the black leather, looks a little bit more matte. So if you could see that right, the previous off the top of the dome, it looks like it might be a little bit more darker, almost like it has a more shine to it of grease. It looks like it's been oiled up. It has that type of look, but I am just doing that off of my memory. I'll just have to wait and see to give you guys that full in-depth review when we do that down the pipeline. But it does look like there may be a slight difference in the black leather, but that's like I'm gonna even go with like a 60-40, 60% saying it is, 40% saying I'm just blowing hot smoke up my own ass. No diddy. But I don't see much of a difference. And that's one of the reasons why me personally, I may pass on this pair, because my previous pair looks almost exactly the same. But I will get a pair for my son and my wife, because we will all be matching and no one would know that I have a 2016 pair while they have a 2025. I'll wait and see though. We'll be doing a follow-up review. Stay tuned. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out.